Okay, today we're going to try to fix the P0027 code on a Volvo XC70 by taking the valve out and cleaning it and changing the oil. Both my son and daughter have XC70s with the 2.5 turbo with about 260,000 miles, and both have been experiencing this code. I solved it on my daughter's car. We're going to try to solve it on my son's car. I'm going to do the basic step-by-step. We're first going to pop the hood here by pulling the lever. Next, we're going to reach under the center of the hood, the secondary hood latch, and raise the hood. We're going to be looking for the two CVVT solenoids which are under this cover. You need a 30 millimeter Torx and take these two out, and then there's a snap on the front here and there's one like that on the back. This cover will come off. I'm using an impact gun. You can use a screwdriver or whatever you have to take those out. Okay, with that cover removed, those two screws out and the two clips released, this is the exhaust side, the one towards the firewall. We're going to take the four 8 millimeter headed bolts out, and then we're going to unclip this wire here and take that out. So you can just see when I squeeze this tab, the lock for this connector will release, and you got to pull on this gently but firmly, and this will come out. That's what it looks like with it out. I have the bolts up there. Be very careful when you put these bolts or take these bolts out or put them back in that you don't drop anything in the timing belt area that's exposed. This is the CVVT solenoid for the exhaust side. We're going to take this solenoid out, and there's a shuttle valve in here that I think is sticking. Okay, that was a T25 that screws this solenoid into there. We're going to take this solenoid apart. The shuttle valve inside here is what I believe is sticking. After taking that snap ring out, which is kind of a pain, going from the body of the solenoid, this piston sits way inside. Then this is the shuttle valve that I think sticks. We're going to polish the ends. Even though they doesn't look too bad, we're going to take some Scotch-Brite and Scotch-Brite that, and then we're going to use some Comet cleaner and just run it back and forth with the Comet cleaner and then wash it all up and put it back together. Scotch-Briting the parts that touch. So I'm going to get that surface real clean. That's touching the Scotch-Brite now. Okay, got the solenoid back together with the snap ring. I'm going to put some automatic transmission fluid in here. Make sure that moves nice and free. Okay, saturated that with automatic transmission fluid. Made sure that moves nice and free. I'm going to stick this back into the housing and then tighten the bolt down. The screw, I should say. Get that to fit nice. Rotate it. Put the screw in, tighten it, and then we'll put it back on. That surface is nice and clean, and that surface I wiped off real good. I'm reusing the gasket, and I'm going to put the bolts in and tighten it down. Back in, wire is connected. We're ready to put that top cover on and those two bolts. And then we're going to change the oil. Hey, one thing to mention, if you were trying to determine if the solenoid was a problem, you could technically take these out, take the solenoid, flip it from one to the other, and then see if the code follows. That would verify that the solenoid is the problem. Just a side thought. I'm not doing that. Only have the P0027 code. We're going to hope that this fixes it. Okay, everything back together and tight. Now we're going to jack it up and change the oil. Okay, oil is changed. See, it's right at the top of the operating range. So, I didn't show the oil change because I thought that would be boring to most. Now we're going to clear the codes and see what happens. Okay, we'll erase the codes. Sure when we want to erase, yes. Race done. Now we'll go drive it and set all the monitors. So far, no codes. Everything's running good. We got to put some miles on it. We'll try to set all the monitors and see if this really works. Let's just check to see if there's any codes in the system. Any pending codes? No pending codes. See if the monitors are set. Okay, we took it for a pretty good ride. And see, oh, it set all the monitors except one. Let's see what monitor it didn't set. I'm going to guess evap. And there are no codes. There's an incomplete one. What is it? evap. Nope.
No, that's good. It's catalyst monitoring.
So the catalyst monitoring didn't set yet because we didn't drive it long enough, but all the other monitors are set. So I would call this a success because we do not have a check engine light anymore after the procedure. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.